Jackson,
Welcome.
You want to open it up?
No, I think I thought that was the opening right there. Welcome, you want to open it up? I think that was it right there.
Excellent.
We are by the wave.
Yes, the By the Wave podcast. Heard that? Heard that right. By the wave. By the wave, not to get misunderstood with by the way. It's by the wave. So get it right. We also have Will on with us virtually. Will, what's up, dude?
What's up? Welcome to By the Wave, not By the Way. By the Wave.
Well, I'm glad we've clarified that. We've clarified that 3 times now, so that's definitely solidified. By the wave. Anyway, this is our podcast. We've started this podcast as the Black Sail Capital, but we've started this as our company we wanted to start this podcast in light of that and kind of at the same time.
As we learn.
Yes.
So you can learn with us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. We started Black Sail Capital in June 2023.
Yeah, I've been doing real estate for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's been in our heart before this too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like Strat was saying, June we came together and it kind of just really worked out, and it was a very synergistic thing for all of us, and we all came together, talked about kind of what we want our futures to look like, and that was kind of when we started Black Sail Capital, and we all started working together towards a goal in mind. Okay, Nico, give us an overview. What is it that Black Sail Capital's? What are we doing? What are we working on?
I was even just gonna say, I think we did an excellent job at talking about all of our missions, and then harmonizing them together and really focusing on the sustainability of a partnership, because we were all friends before that, and it's simple to get in a partnership with friends, but I think we took a really good time getting to know each other from a business perspective, and then harmonize our goals together where it's suitable to hit, where all of our visions fit under the umbrella.
Yeah, no, you did. I'm glad you highlighted that for sure, dude, because the coming together as business partners is one thing, but as friends is another thing, and then to be able to do those things together is another thing.
Comrades.
And
sailing these clear seas.
And how we've come together to do it's been fun these past, it's almost been a year. In June, it'll be a year that we've been working on this together. Yeah. It's been fun, for sure.
I feel like we've been making some good soil, creating a good foundation for our dreams to start to prosper and thrive on, and so we can help other people's dreams prosper and thrive. But Black Sail Capital is specifically for investing in real estate that is in transcending and serene environments where we're conduits for the health and wellness of others. So we want to invest in real estate that is primed for people to come and focus on their personal development and health and wellness.
Yeah, no, that's such a good way to put it. That is, you put that so well. Will, kind of expand on that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's focused on boutique hotels and retreat spaces, and just everything that we love to do, we want to help provide that for everyone else to be a part of it. And I think that, like, kind of how Nico mentioned before, is like all of our thoughts, all of our missions, they all aligned with this, and we're like, okay, let's do this. So now we're just doing it, which I love, because I'm in a season of just doing, and I just really love it, and I love that we're going to be able to do that for other people as well.
So good.
But By the Wave is a podcast where we come together and have intentional conversations to transcend and evolve our mind, body, and spirit. So yeah, we love real estate and talking about real estate, but all these conversations won't be focused on market reports and numbers, underwriting, acquisitions, distributions. We'll definitely have like some of our really inspiring friends on that motivate us.
Yeah, that have motivated us to even move, kind of help us hone in this vision that we have for ourselves, for sure. I'm glad that you brought that up. By the way, it's not just going to be real estate. It's also going to be other stuff, like we're sitting on y'all's boat right now. Strat, we're sitting on your boat. Give us a rundown. Why are we sitting on your boat that's not in the water?
So we're sitting on this.
Soon to be in the water.
Yeah, this is our little baby. This is Pura Vibras, which means pure vibes in Spanish, and Nico and I picked this up for a really good deal, but it definitely needs a little bit of work before it can be sail-worthy. But it's going to be cool as we grow By the Wave
In Black Sail
In
Capital.
Black Sail Capital, we're gonna get the Pura Vibras on the water and be sailing and hopefully doing some boat meetups on this guy. Doing more podcasts on Pura Vibras out on the water.
Well, it's like, how do you bring your passion, and it's like harmonizing your passion and life together. So it's like, yeah, we want to make money and make impact, and part of that is nurturing our bliss, and what brings us bliss is being out on the water.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah, no, it's it's been really cool to watch you guys get this boat. Strat's been hard at work. Literally every like extra time he has, I ask him what he's doing, and he's like, "Oh, just working on the boat, dude. Just working on the boat."
We
Spends a lot of
low-key
time working
identify
on it.
as pirates and mermaids in this team.
Yes.
If we had to identify as anything.
Pirates and mermaids, definitely. Well, Strat, real quick before we move on from the boat thing, dude, you've had a passion for doing boats. You and Will even. Will does boat stuff too.
Yeah.
And that, like, obviously that's in the Black Sail theme.
Yeah.
So, like, give a little background on your history with boats and stuff, dude. Because doesn't it run in your
like a
family?
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
dude.
run in your family a little bit too?
Yeah, dude, runs in the family, but like down south where Will and I are from, like you got the beach, or you got the Gulf of Mexico, and you've got rivers. And so any spare time you've got, if you're blessed into like a good family or friend group, then you're out on the water every weekend. And so, yeah, just boat life is
Lassoing those gators down there. Bag nabbit.
Yeah, man.
So just been doing boat stuff whole life. Will, you're even doing boat stuff now, dude.
Yeah, I mean, with me and Carson's other good buddy Carson, we started Blackwater Voyages, not to be confused with Black Sail Capital, which I often do. But now it's funny because I'm now saying Black Sail before Black Water, so we're growing in my mind. But yeah, we're a luxury boutique sailing experience based out of Pensacola, Florida. We started in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and we take people on brunch cruises, sunset cruises, booze cruises, bachelorette cruises, whatever you may be. We put you on the boat, we keep your champagne glasses filled, and we entertain you. And it's we're a 5-star crew, 5-star experience, and it's awesome. I mean, it's just great to walk on the boat with no money, and then to walk off the boat with, a couple $100 in your pocket.
While you were having fun.
Awesome.
While
we were
the
having
bliss.
fun and
See,
creating
that's-
memories that will last a lifetime on people.
Very important.
Life is too short to not be having fun
Yeah.
and making impacts.
So true. So true.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Well, okay, so we had some questions kind of prepared to dive into to get to know us a little better. I would love all of us to go around and throw off one word each to describe each person. So we can.
Okay.
Let's start with Will. Let's start with our virtual comrade. If Jackson, if you can
I gotta
describe,
start?
you can start. Or Strat, you can start too. Whoever feels inspired or motivated.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't mean to call it out.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But I meant to call out Will. We'll start with Will getting described with the one word
Okay.
first.
Will's one word for me is definitely strength. That Haas can move mountains if he wanted to, in and out of the gym, mentally, physically. Yeah, just if you're ever gonna have a partner on your team, Will's it.
Love that.
I think.
Thanks, Strat. I totally thought you were going to say won't.
What did you think he was gonna say?
Won't. The first time I met him, he was like, "Hey, I'm won't." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, 'cause I won't do anything." I was like, "Okay."
That's inspiring.
Yeah,
You've
I
come
totally
so
will
far.
do a lot more.
As he's like, I'm in my executing
I
season.
know, dude. He's like, I'm won't, and I'm over here. The word I would use to describe him is determination, dude. It's like that's probably the
Nice.
word that I would use. The short time that I've known Will. I mean, we don't have to get into like really, really deep stuff, but Will's been through some personal challenges, like some really big life personal challenges that like not a lot of people experience at Will's age, and the way that he's handled that, it's just like from an outsider perspective. It's been inspiring, and determination just to take care of things the right way. I didn't mean to get so deep on that, but that would be my word for Will. It's been amazing to.
Cheers, Jackson. Cheers for that.
I am going to parlay off both of those,
Go
and
ahead.
I'm grateful I had backup words.
You
because
should have went first.
Well, hey, you know what? I kind of feel like me telling you my words in advance, you took some of my inspo, but it's fine. And mine's a hyphenated word, so it's gonna be a soulful resilience, because he is really rooted in resilience, but he does so with so much heart and soul, with his whole heart and soul. So, my word is a 2-part word.
Count it.
Haha.
We'll allow it.
I commandeered
Thank you,
the
Nico.
word to be one.
I like it. Okay, who's next? Let's do Strat.
Okay.
Will, you start with Strat. One word to describe Strat.
Yeah, for Strat, it's the words brother.
Yee.
I have biologically 2 sisters, but as you kind of mentioned before, with the struggles that I've been through, Strat and many others, but Strat definitely being there as a brother, kind of exudes so much. And if you have an actual brother, and if you have that kind of person in your life who is a brother, you understand what I'm saying. So that's where I can kind of put a period behind the word brother in that.
Dude, I love that so much. I have brothers that I'm very close with, and I have friends that are like brothers, so I can like relate with that a ton, dude. It's friendships, and like especially friendships that you get to pick, and brotherhoods that you get to like really pour into and choose to have, and that you're both choosing that. It creates something special, you know. I mean, family you don't always get to pick, but like with friends and stuff, you get to pick.
family is almost stronger sometimes. I think.
Yeah. I love that.
Y'all are my chosen Sohana.
Absolutely.
I was told as a kid, like, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Here I am going down a
pretty sure you
romantic
picked my
vibe
nose.
with you guys.
So good. Okay, Nico, do you want to go last?
I can go.
Okay.
There's a lot of words I could say about my husband, but I think he's inspired me to be a more generous person in total, even if it's something as simple with a smile or a time. But you're always there for your people, and you'll create the time to be there for your people. And or not even your people, just
Amen, brother.
anyone.
Anyone that needs him, no, for real. I feel you on that. For the short time that I've known him, I can agree with that a ton. I think the word that I would use for Strat, again, we haven't known each other very long, but I feel like I know you guys pretty well now. But what I've learned from you, so that's the word I'm going to use, is I'm going to use the word grounded. I'm going to use the word grounded because, dude, it's like because there's been definitely been situations that we've been in together that have been super frustrating, but you never let that get outside of you, meaning like how you produce things and how you like make things happen. It never affects that.
Yeah,
you're always
Jackson
staying in
and
the
I
middle.
be making waves,
You'd be getting
splashing.
mad, at least for me, I can speak for me, right? Emotions go up and down, but like for you, what I've learned from you and noticed in you and like definitely is just the grounded, even kill, but it's positive. It's like a positive groundedness. It's not like a boring monotone. It's like a moving through everything with positive.
Uplifting.
Yeah. A positive groundedness. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember one conversation real quick, not to like go too deep into it. I remember one conversation we were having. You said, "Damn, we just need to not take ourselves so serious." And I was like, I don't know if he was talking to me. I don't know if he was talking to me, but I heard it. Like, I heard it. And it was one of those moments where it was like, chill a little bit, you know? Because there's so many other things that are so great, and you don't need to take so many things, everything
we're
so
so
serious.
small in the vastness
for
of
real.
this
And
ether.
your presence helps me remember that for sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jackson's turn.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I think one of your super talents and something that I love about you is how empathetic you are. Like, you take the time to really understand and feel people and try to understand their perspective
Thanks, dude.
and help them pave a way to clarity and solutions.
Thank you.
Yeah. You've done it with me heaps of times.
Sweet.
Mine would be mine's for Jackson is generous. Generosity is key in your life, and in terms of time, in terms of paying it forward, and it just when people come to your house, like generosity is like the core of
Jackson.
one of your core elements, I think, in my perspective.
The core pillars that make Jackson.
Thank you. That's very nice.
In your DNA.
Thank you.
I'm just seeing your helix now.
Yeah. For me, Jackson is the word that comes to mind is stoic.
Ooh.
As a fellow follower of the Stoicism philosophy, me and Jackson have had numerous conversations through our trials and tribulations, good and bad, where we look at things from a very stoic mindset. And I can sit there and I can hear something by Ron Holiday talking about Marcus Aurelius or Seneca or Epictetus, and I know that Jackson can basically recite it right back to me and tell me something very similar from his perspective. And I really love that about him, and I love that we share that philosophy together.
Thanks, dude. That means a lot. Likewise with you as well, man. Like you've taught me a ton there. Just go off of that. There's been times where I've felt frustrated and stuff, and it's Will's perspective that helps me get through stuff, and it's that stoic take, it's that stoic perspective. So no, I appreciate you, dude. That means a ton. Thank you, guys. Those were just very nice compliments. Appreciate that.
No, it's like a little fun circle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What were the other questions? Oh, we got to do Nico.
Nico's a goofy goober.
Who wants to? Will, you start with Nico.
Yeah, for me, I was writing these down, and I was able to write strats down really quick. I was able to write Jackson's down really quick. Nico's, I got a little stumped on. And I was like, man, how do you describe Nico? And I think if anyone knows Nico, it's hard to just put Nico into one word. But the one that I got a little bit of help with from ChatGPT was radiant.
Radiant.
And I was so glad that I used AI to my advantage there, because I had like 5 words, and I was like, what is this word that encompasses all of these?
What encapsulates this?
And it's radiant. And as long as I know Nico, and I'm so glad that she has married my brother Strat, and now she is a sister. Jackson, you're a brother too, but
thank you for clarifying.
Like the word radiant, that she exudes it, and it's great to have been in a part of her life and have her be a part of my life. And you can see it the second that she wakes up. It's just like the sun rises whenever she does. It's like I get two beautiful sunrises. I have my one here in New Orleans, and I get another one whenever Nico wakes up and texts the group chat and like, guess what I did today? I did this, I did that. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm so glad this is a teammate of mine.
No, that's so good.
Love you. Are you kidding?
That's such a good word, and I'm jealous that you use technology and ChatGPT to pull one up, dude. Because I think the word
compliment.
So good. I think the word that I would use is a unicorn, like meaning like, dude, just like one of a kind. Yes. There's nobody like Nico, and like what Will said, so grateful to have you on the team.
Okay, I'm putting this on my LinkedIn.
Well, you should, because the skill sets that you bring can't be taught. Just like who you are can't be duplicated. It's just like who you are from top to bottom, spirit, being, essence,
I
is
think we're all
one of a kind. I stop downplaying my
Just
compliment.
take the compliment, Nico.
You are one of a kind, and I think anybody, like Will is saying, that meets you knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's not duplicatable.
Yeah. Well, you stole my word, half of my word, because Will's correct. You can't use just one word. And so I was going to say ethereal unicorn, and it speaks for itself in that sentence. But also humble, I'm going to use that one to tag along with it, because she can't take a freaking compliment.
I'm working on it.
But she'll write you an email that you want to post on your bathroom wall.
Which we've sent before.
That's fact. That's happened. That's not just a joke. Nico has wrote emails to people that they print and put on their bathroom wall.
Or we print them and send them out.
Yeah. So if you want a Nico written email, just hit us up.
Email bscinvest@gmail, and we will send you a Nico email.
Absolutely. And if you want a Nico as your partner, too bad, because she's already right there. Yep, too bad.
I am uncommandeerable.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, well, I loved that. I love that first
I feel really warm and fuzzy.
That first segment of our first podcast. Cool.
What does home mean to you?
Okay, yeah, home to me. Home to me is that term has been shaky lately, as Jackson kind of alluded earlier. Life for me has been, throwing some curveballs, and it's not even curveballs. I would say, I use this analogy of in life, it can throw you curveballs. The ball can hit you. It could be a fastball, but sometimes the umpire just punches you in the back of the head, and you just don't see it coming. And that's what's happened to me recently. It's just, and it's happened to many other people where I've lost my parents, and it's a part of life, but you get through it. And I've had beautiful people like here sitting on the sailboat in Hawaii support me through it. But in that home, my parents' home has become my home. And for the longest time since my mom's passing about 2 years ago, I've been trying to escape it and be somewhere else. But as of recent, I've dug in my heels, replanted my roots here in the New Orleans area to focus on being home and on the bigger picture of, what our ambition here with Black Sail Capital, to truly create generational wealth for each other, to then create the home that I want to. Because right now I'm just not at a space to do that. But home to me is where the love is, and I don't know, man. It's a tough question. As I'm saying it, it's tough. It's tough to answer. Yeah.
It's a good answer, dude.
Yeah, it's a great answer.
Yeah, quote that.
It's a good answer because, dude, it is. It's tough. Like home's a complex.
And subjective.
Yeah, totally subjective for sure.
But complex, you're on the right thought. Like, it's so dynamic and deep and complex, but it could also be so simple, too.
Totally. Yeah.
The dichotomy of it.
Yeah. I'm not going to touch on that one. I like Will's answer for that, but if anyone else wants to touch on that one.
Oh, I've got a great answer.
Go, I'll go too, but you go.
Because I feel like I've got like a corny answer,
Well, get the corny answer
which
out.
is obvious. Home is where Strat and my fur babies are, but maybe some external factors are where we're nestled amidst like tranquil, cascading emerald mountains, and where the ocean breeze is just frolicking, caressing our face, where butterflies are dancing around fruit trees.
Yeah.
Like that feels like home.
Yeah.
Where the ocean and the mountains are.
Yeah.
And the jungles whispering sweet freaking dreams to us. Yeah.
That's home.
That's home.
Yeah. Like that. I like that. If I had to put some external, like not so tangible things on home, if I was to describe home, I think home is somewhere where I can be authentically me. And that's like the good and the bad and the everything in between, right? I feel like home, obviously home is where Courtney is. My wife, love her.
This is your paradise.
She's my, wherever she is I can be that, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is I can be, you know what I mean? And that's not everybody can be, you know what I mean? The good, the bad, the ugly all the time. Yeah. Like I think that has a lot to do with home too.
Feels safe.
Yeah.
It's a good touch point. Yeah. I went straight into like palm tree silhouettes.
So good. Well, that's also.
But no, that's such a good point where you're feeling safe and empowered and can be authentic.
Like can work on yourself authentically and like be open and like voice those.
Just be.
Yeah. Just be you. Yeah. So to me,
Definitely.
Little
Safety,
extra.
community.
Yeah.
Unity in the
part of home as
community.
well.
Yeah.
Unity in the community.
So good.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's like home is not really a place at the same time. Like I could go to Hawaii and I could feel at home at the same time.
Yeah.
Home is the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess to quote Thor, is Asgard is a place. It's the people are its home. Asgard is its people. That's what it is.
What are you quoting?
Thor.
Thor.
Oh, not familiar.
Oh, I'm
Or
sorry.
not Thor,
Missing
Odin.
out.
He said Asgard is its people. It's not a place.
Oh yeah, totally. Thor.
You're like, yeah, strong wand
Fucking
thing.
sick, dude.
Marvel. Chris Hemsworth or
Chris Hemsworth.
oof, the babe,
So close.
the god. Okay, what is your Y power?
Okay, I'll touch on that one.
Oh, that's a zesty one for Stratty.
Let's go.
Okay, so grew up. It's a little bit of a lengthy answer. So
Let's go.
I grew up poor, and then there was a point where in my life where I was like, I'm never gonna be able to travel anywhere. I'm just gonna be like here in the South forever. And then I graduated. I started traveling, got a job at the airport and whatnot, and I had like the greatest experiences for like 10 years. And then whenever I met Nico, we had even more great experiences for like another 2 or 3. And that's whenever we started to.
That's when it went down.
And that's whenever we started to like shift more from fun to long-term longevity. And that's whenever we were like real estate. And that's when we started like honing in on that, like for real. Because we knew we'd always liked it, but it started to become more tangible. And so now
That strat was starting to get. We didn't know you could just invest.
Yeah,
we thought
I
you
thought-
had to be like.
I was trying to get my real estate license and I failed it
Like,
like 3 times.
For some
Oh,
reason.
that's a blessing.
Yeah.
You guys have to renew that every year?
Dude, oh my God. And then,
Boo.
yeah.
All the real estate agents listening to this are like, fuck you guys.
Then we start
By the way, if I'm not listening.
And then we start working with MFM and we're like, wait, you can just invest. That's crazy. And then we knew it was like, okay, this is like more the right path. And then we learned about boutique hotels and we were like, that's the word for it.
Yeah, on our vision board, we had like boutique hostel permaculture. So we
Yeah.
were like, but luxury. We're like, we want something that's like eco tourism, but sexy and still amazing.
Yeah.
And where we can host experiences for people.
And so with all that being said, my why comes down to wanting to go out and build these cool experiences for people to come out and enjoy and appreciate like I had so much time to do because I never thought I could. And now I want to be able to like put that energy that I have of like gratitude into these boutique spaces that we get.
Yeah.
So other people can come like have those incredible memories.
Yeah.
That's my one of my biggest whys.
I love that, dude. I love that. So good. So good. Will, what about you, man?
You go. Pass for now. Come back. Yeah, you go.
One of my biggest why powers is just to serve people. I love people. And like if you've worked with me, if you've ever done anything with me, I hope you at least understand that about me. Like I just love having a good time. My mom always said Jackson came out of the womb looking for a party. Like I was just like love being around people, I just love people. Like my mom's also always like Jackson I never really did good in school, but I loved going to school because that's where all the homies were. That's where all the friends were. That's where I could hang out with everybody, you know what I mean? So I just love people. I just love being around people, love serving people, love making people
But also one of the smartest dudes I know.
Thank you. Have a good time. But I think it's kind of like my smarts are kind of based around that though.
Yeah.
Making things easy for people, making things operable that are really easy and that people can use with ease and be able to really enjoy what it is that they're doing. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I love the user experience, like helping the user experience be phenomenal and just be better.
Makes sense how you were able to build a whole platform.
Right, dude. I love to serve and I love helping people help themselves. So that's probably one of my biggest why powers, service.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's also part of our core power, or core
Our
values.
core values, yeah,
Core
definitely.
power.
Yeah.
It is our core power. William.
Yeah, I think part of my why, it kind of goes back to the home question for me. You know, it's like you think of your why, and a lot of people use the word use their family in that frame. And my family has changed, and you know, a lot of it had to do with my mom. And then when mom passed away, I was a little bit lost because I was like, well, what next? What am I doing now? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, what? You know, and I've since been able to come to terms with like it's community. It was more so my why, and creating the space for people to come together, to feel that, to be their most authentic self, is I think what my why is, and it's ever evolving, and but I think that community and that unity is what really drives me forward. So I'd say that's my why power.
Love that.
So good.
Oh yeah.
Nico?
Yeah, mine's kind of the same as Will's in the community and unity. Growing up with an unstable home, I think I've always strived to have a healthy home. And once I got one, I've always just wanted to enhance that and then be a conduit for others' peace and bliss and divine love. So kind of very much so like Will and yours, it's just being of service to people. Because I've been in a spot where a lot of times where I've needed help and I've had these earth angels walk and grace me the help that I needed. And so I want to be able to give that back. But on a really big scale, I want to make that my whole why, is to create spaces that are healthy, warm, vibrant, full of vitality and life and passion, and just help people feel bliss and safe.
So good. And that's more or less why we're all feeling called to boutique hotels.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
You know what I
retreat
mean? And retreat
spaces.
spaces and doing that stuff is because everything that we just went over is that, you know what I mean, can be encapsulated in doing those retreat spaces, and like Nico's talking about, creating those spaces for people to come be authentic, be themselves, be better, just have a good time.
Just creating like little, creating big positive ripples out here, Black Sail Capital. As I'm, by the way.
It's just so interesting how like all of our lives have kind of led up to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys felt called to real estate how many years ago?
Oh, before I met you.
Long time. I was involved in real estate before I even realized I was involved in real estate growing up where I grew up. It's like, it's just kind of nuts how our life paths have all been a little bit different to kind of lead us all here together.
When you reflect on it, it was very cool. All of us are like, whoa. We've actually really been in this a lot longer.
It's like our lives have been preparing us for something like this, and it's exciting to have something that we're all coming together to work on that's bigger than us, that's gonna be ever-changing, long-lasting, and hopefully last longer than when we're here. You know, leave an everlasting trail of positivity. Those ripples.
Yeah. Historic positivity.
Yeah. Love that. What other questions was there? Was that it?
Let's see.
I think that's like a freaking super solid first pod.
Yeah. I mean, I did have, if money and time didn't matter, what would you be doing?
Oh man, same thing.
Yeah, I think
still
we've kind
wanna
of
do
ripped.
that,
I think we've ripped on that, but
So
alluded to it.
Yeah, because I mean, we're basically
doing what?
It's like we're taking the steps to get there.
Yeah. Like if money and time didn't matter, I'd still be out there sailing, having fun, and like wanting to help people.
Yeah. Still be doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of
hang out with homies on adventures.
It's a good question to kind of wrap it up with, though, because it's like if you're living in alignment, that you should just be like right now, because you should know the steps you're taking now are going to lead you to what it is that whatever your dream life is, right?
That's true.
Yeah. And like find the joy in the journey, right? That's
I
what they always be saying.
I wouldn't change this because refurbishing a boat is something I've always wanted to do. So the fact that I'm doing it is like super cool.
Dude, it's so cool. It's so cool. Right on. William, anything as we wrap up here, brother?
Nah, man, I'm just super excited for what we're doing. You know, I think that I'm so excited to be on this adventure, this journey with y'all. And I want to share it with the world. You know, I can't wait for this to drop and for us to show people what we're doing, to tell them, because it's important. And I would say maybe advice to any other entrepreneur is share it with the world. Share what your why power, you know, get out there, get after it. And I'm just so excited that we're getting after it. You know, we're not in the training room anywhere. We're playing the game.
I'm doing it. Love it.
There's something that just reminded me. Ed Milet always says that dream was planted in your heart for a reason. So that's like, it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. And sometimes people resist it for a path that they think is right or that they think their parents want them to have, but don't resist what intuition is telling you, what your source is telling you. It was in your heart for a reason. And once you start going at it, you're going to learn and evolve and transcend and get frustrated and cry, but have so many blissful moments too and wins.
Mm-hmm. So good. So good. I think that's a great thing to end on, unless you have anything else you want to.
Man.
Thank you for listening, everybody. This has been the first episode.
Numero uno
of the By the Way podcast. Thanks for listening.
Numero uno.
Do we want to give any previews? Nope. You'll just have to tune back in to see what we got cooking up next.
Like, subscribe.
Yep. Do all the things you're supposed to do.
Pay your dues.
Yes.
Share it.
Awesome. Thanks for listening.
Love you guys.
Well, you bye.
Aloha.